to another episode of Jimmy Eats World. Today I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. I'm not going to be eating food in front of you today. I'm actually going to be, I've decided moving forward, I'm going to start between the episodes of eating food and showcasing foods of the different cultures of Southeast Asia or wherever else I may be. I've decided to start doing episodes of hints and tips and just little tricks that I've picked up in my travels. A little backstory, I've been in Southeast Asia for about 2 years. I'm originally from Texas. I'm originally from San Antonio, hence the Spurs hat. And I came to Southeast Asia about 2 years ago. So I've picked up a few things while traveling through the countries here. Today I'm going to be covering visas. Now, keep in mind that since I am a U.S. citizen, this will only be covering U.S. citizenship and visas based on my citizenship. So I may loosely cover other countries, but this is definitely for United States citizens. Now I've been to 8 of the 11 Southeast Asian countries, so I won't be covering all of them. I've been to all. I will be covering all of them, but not from experience. 8 of them will be from experience, and 3 of them will be from what I've read because I'm going to be going there. For example, East Timor, I've not been there. I've got a buddy, Jeff, who just talks up and up and up about East Timor, about the food, about the beaches, so I'm really excited to get there. So, Jeff, if you're watching this, I'll see you there. So, I've not been to East Timor, I've not been to Brunei, and I've not been to Singapore. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be following my travels and then kind of going through those countries after, like, my map. So I'll start with the Philippines. The Philippines, U.S. citizens do not need a visa. You can fly to the Philippines and get a 1-month, a 30-day stamp. So I can't say 1 month because since some months have 31 days, I would be remiss to forget to tell you that 31st day doesn't count. So 30 days. You fly into, say, Manila and travel for 30 days, and you fly out. I flew to Hanoi from there. Now, Vietnam's a little bit different. In fact, it's different than any of the other Southeast Asian countries. You cannot get a visa on arrival simply by flying into Vietnam. You can get an approval letter for a visa on arrival. So what you do is you go online and you apply for a visa on arrival. Now, I will be putting a link to the site that I use. In fact, I used it a couple days ago. I'm going back to Vietnam on Sunday. So I will be putting a link below for that. It's $6. Use that link. I get nothing out of it. I trust it. I've used it. I've been to Vietnam 11 times and I've used the visa on arrival 5 or 6 times. So it's reliable. And again, I get nothing, no commission or anything out of it, so you can. It's a trustable source. I have paid upward of $35 when I first started traveling. I didn't know any better, so I did pay a site $35 for my approval letter, which is stupid. Don't do that. Use the link that I give you. So once you get the approval letter, print it out. Make sure you have a copy on you. If you show up to Vietnam without the copy of the approval letter, you do stand a chance of being denied entry. And that would not be great after a long flight from the US to Vietnam. So make sure you have a copy on you. Absolutely bring that with you. When you show up, you're going to show them the approval letter. You will give them a picture, a passport-sized picture. And that's another hint. Always I carry a pack full of passport-sized photos with me just in case. Some countries don't really require them. Some only sometimes ask for them. Always have just a pack of pictures with you. They're cheap. You can refill as you travel, so make sure you do that. Vietnam does require one. So you're going to give them your approval letter. You're going to give them your application for your visa. You're going to give them the photo. You're going to pay them either $25 for a 1-month or 3-month non-reentry fee visa, or you're going to give them $50 for a 1-month or 3-month multiple entry pass. I would just go with if you're going to get multiple entry. In fact, both of them, just get the 3-month. It costs the same price. If you're only going to stay for a month, what's it going to hurt to have a 3-month visa? So just do that. So you're going to show up. You're going to go to immigration. You're going to give them your paperwork. You're going to give them your approval letter. You're going to pay for your stamp, and you're golden. You're good to go. I went from Hanoi. I went through Sapa and Halong Bay, and then I took a bus I city hopped from city to city on a bus all the way to Ho Chi Minh City. And from Ho Chi Minh City, I went to Cambodia. So the visa fee for Cambodia is $30, and it's really simple. You can get a visa on arrival. You can show up and get your visa, and this is on ground. I'm sorry, and I didn't mention that. You can only get a visa on arrival approval letter at Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City airports. So you can't get a visa on arrival to Vietnam crossing a border on the ground. So don't do it. What you can do is, if you're staying at a hotel, for example, in Cambodia or Thailand, the hotel will typically take care of that for you. Now, they do charge you a fee, maybe a $10. I think it's pretty much $10 across the board. I don't think I've ever paid more than $10. So give them your passport. They'll bring it back to you in a day, and they'll have your visa in there. You don't have to worry about a visa on arrival. So if you're traveling by land, do that. Otherwise, get your visa on arrival. Easily done. Now back to Cambodia. So Cambodia is a $30 fee, and that's it. Visa on arrival. You drive in, you cross the border, or you fly in. You end up in Phnom Penh or wherever you're going, Siem Reap, and you're golden. So that's all there is to that. And Laos. So Laos is the same thing. It's $35. However, it's $35 for the visa on arrival. Now, another little tip that I picked up: always have U.S. dollars with you when you go to Laos to pay for your visa. They will overcharge you if you use, for example, what I use is Thai baht. What I have used is Thai baht. They will overcharge you for that. Call it a traveler tax or whatever you want to call it. They'll overcharge you. People I was with, or that I was in line with, were paying $35 US, and I got charged 1,500 Thai baht, which is $45 US. So keep that in mind. But it's the same as Cambodia. You can get your visa on arrival, regardless of whether you're crossing border on ground or you're flying into, say, for Luang Prabang or Vientiane, the capital. Same thing. Don't worry about it. Visa on arrival, and you're good. Thailand, you don't require a visa for. So Thailand, you have a 30-day tourist stamp. You fly in, you go to immigration, they stamp your book, and you're through. Easy. That's all there is to Thailand. You can get a visa, like a 3-month. So I haven't gotten a visa yet. I typically travel. I use Thailand as kind of a hub, and I travel from Thailand. So I stay here for 1 month. I haven't done a visa yet. So 30 days in Thailand. Myanmar is surprisingly the most expensive visa in Southeast Asia. It's a $50 visa. You cannot get a visa on arrival. You do have to get a visa online. You can get an e-visa. It's $50. No surcharge or anything like that. It's a straight $50 charge. A government-run website. But luckily, Myanmar is one of the cheapest countries, so it kind of offsets itself. You're paying more for the visa, but you're buying dinner for $1, so it kind of balances itself out. So that's all I'm going to cover with Myanmar. There's more. I may do more videos about Myanmar. It's kind of an iffy place. Beautiful, great people, but just look up Myanmar. And the food there's fantastic. As a side note. If you read my blog, you'll see that. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei. I haven't been to Brunei yet, but same for Brunei. 90-day no visa for U.S. citizens. So you do get a 90-day tourist stamp. You can stay there for 3 months, and you're okay. There's no fee, no anything like that. You can fly in. You go to immigration, you get your stamp, same as Thailand, you get your stamp, but you've got 3 months as opposed to the 1 month that Thailand offers. Singapore. For Singapore, you do not require a visa. Again, I have not been to Singapore, so I'm not really sure how the immigration there works in particular, but having investigated, you do not require a visa. You can get, I think, a 30-day tourist stamp. So that's all there is to Singapore. And then again, Brunei. I haven't been to Brunei. 90 days, just like Malaysia and Indonesia, so you're good with that. The last country is East Timor. Now, I've not been to East Timor. I hear great things about it. My buddy Jeff is a huge fan, so I mentioned that earlier. So I am compelled to go there because I do hear great things about it. It's a $30 30-day visa fee for United States citizens. I don't know if they require a visa ahead of time. I'm not sure if you can get a visa on arrival. I should have looked that up actually before I did this video. I'll leave something below to let you know about that. So it is $30 though for 30 days. I think that's all of them. Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Myanmar, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Brunei, and East Timor. Yeah, I think I covered them all. Yeah, other than that, now, as a side note, Vietnam, if you're a UK citizen, you can go to Vietnam for, sorry, I've got a mosquito flying around me. If you're a UK citizen, you can go to Vietnam for 15 days, no visa. I don't personally think that that's enough time to experience Vietnam. There's just so much in that country. It's just one of the most amazing places. So, 2 weeks though for any country, I don't feel like 2 weeks is enough. It's good if you've got 2 weeks to go somewhere. Then do it. Obviously, you can try new food, you can see new people, you can see sights, but you don't really get to know a country in 2 weeks. So if you're gonna do something like that, I'd say stay north for 2 weeks, come back if you can, and do the south for 2 weeks. Same goes for Thailand. There's Pai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Udon Thani. There are places in the north that you will want to check out that you can spend easily 2 weeks just checking out very few places, and then come back and then do south, like even Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket, Krabi, Phi Phi, any of the islands, Koh Chang, any of that kind of stuff. You can easily spend a month getting to know a country, getting to know the regional foods. Even inside of Thailand, the food, is the most amazing food in the world. And there are things that, like mu pa lo, things that we don't have in the States that you can experience here that are mind-blowing and really life-changing. And I'm not just saying that because I love food, but realizing how much these countries have. Spend more than 2 weeks if you can. So I'm going on a tangent here just because obviously I love food and I love to travel, and I really love to give information to people. So if you have any questions, with that said, if you have any questions, you have any comments, you have any feedback, leave them below. If you have any ideas of episodes that you want me to do for hints or tips or anything like that, leave it below. I'll get on that. I think my next one I'm going to be covering currency. So like 23,000 US dong is $1, or 32 baht is one. I think it's 32.5 baht is $1. So I'm going to be trying to cover like the currency exchange right now with the US dollar, and it does fluctuate, but it's not enough to really. It's not enough to really care about, I guess. I mean, to the timing. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I guess that does it for today. If you've not been to my blog yet, which I do need to update, you can get there at www.jimi.eats.world.com. Feel free to subscribe below, right there. I would love to have more subscribers. I really, really love what I'm doing, so I really like to see other people who like what I'm doing. I'm not really too worried about that bell or that alert. If you want to do that, you do that. If not, then no sweat off my back. If you want to just watch it from time to time, I'm okay with that. I'm James Jalokia, and this is Jimmy Eats World.